But the owner mentioned that her mom used to have tomatoes growing here. A lot has changed since that last video. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey friend, welcome back to Safe at Homestead. Thanks for stopping in. So today we're just going to take a quick run outside. I have talked to you guys before about the projects that I have in mind for this property, and for example, why I decided not to do the pantry challenge for February, because I think it's a little bit too much to do the pantry challenge and try to get all these other things started as well. So what I wanted to do today is to just take you out and about to show you what the property looks like and to share some of my ideas with you. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I am going to show you guys, as promised, the area that I'm working with and some thoughts that I have for what to do with it. This side of the house, I never thought of doing anything with, but the owner mentioned that her mom used to have tomatoes growing here. I don't know which side, if they were on the fence side or the house side, but I am thinking, I have an idea for what I could grow over here. It's pretty wide, and I thought that some bushes like blackberries and raspberries, things that like a lot of sun, would go well there. So here we're coming to the back of the house. Here's the house. There's a little back patio. And originally, our idea was to have the garden that side, farther that way. Well, not that far. Starting around here. Here and go that way. We thought would be great for the garden. I was thinking the tree would provide a little bit of shade, which we never had before at our old place. But then I changed my mind, and I think that a better place for the garden would be that way, coming around from the back and coming this way. I don't want to give too many things away, but I do have plans for a structure right here, a building. I won't tell you what I hope it will be, and I have plans for this area here as well. I don't really know where the property lines are, so I think we need to get a very long tape measure. We have one. And measure from the fence line and go this way. I don't think it's super important, but it would be nice to know where the fence line is. So this little section right here is I'm hoping going to be the dividing line. And then we'll have the garden going that way, and then we'll have some other stuff happening going this way. So garden that way, and something else going on this way, and then this kind of little area here, kind of like a little avenue that leads to that building that will be over there. I have big plans, right? I need to talk to the mister about it. He has a general idea of what I want. I don't really know exactly what I want. I have to get paper and pencil out because that's how I work best, is getting stuff down on paper. Okay, let's go over this way just so you can have a general idea of where things are. Here is the chicken run. You guys have seen that many times. This is the old shed that we mentioned, that I mentioned was here before. This is the one little wood storage thing that we built. That little gray shed was at the old homestead. That was the only thing we had for storage. And it was very quick decision. The guys came to move it. My husband's asking me, where do you want it? And I just said, put it behind the shed, the existing shed. So that's where it is right now. These boxes were in there. I don't even remember what's in there. I know one of them has a bunch of extension cords. I don't really know. This is all going to be moved. The other side of this shed has pallets up to the top. These are all the pallets that were on that trailer that I showed you guys. We had 150 something pallets that we brought. By we, I mean the mister. We have plans for all of these pallets. I can't wait to share with you guys what we're gonna do with them. Hello. There is, I mentioned the back patio, and there is this front patio. Have a tree here. And a tree here. And I hope to make little patches in here for Sophie so she can hang out. And I hope to put the bulk of my flowers here as well. Hey guys, so a lot has changed since that last video. I have changed my plans for exactly where the garden's going, as well as the size of the garden. And all of that relates directly to the water issue that we are experiencing, not only in my area, but in New Mexico. So I found out that right in my area, my direct area, we have 6 families that are sharing the same well, and for that reason the water usage is limited. We are a little bit higher in elevation than we were before at the other mini-stead. That mini-stead also had a larger well, even though it served multiple families. It was a larger well. I started to do some research about the water table here in New Mexico, and just to get some a better idea. I know that there is an issue with water here in this area, and so I wanted to do some research on it. And you know what I found out, you guys? I found out that not only is Albuquerque, which we are a suburb of, not only is Albuquerque the place with the least water in New Mexico, but Albuquerque has the lowest rate of surface water in the United States. So water is a big deal here. So for that reason, some plans have changed, where I'm putting the garden, what size the garden is going to be, what kind of water saving methods I'm going to use, what kind of plants I'm going to grow. Basically, the garden setup is I had to rethink it. But right now, what I want to talk about is my choices of flowers. So I talked about the back patio. The front patio is going to have the bulk of the flowers, but we need to put some flowers in the garden as well because we want to invite pollinators to come in. So let's start with this package. This package only has one flower in it, I think. So I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm just going to show you the one flower package. This is from Rare Seeds or Baker Creek. And let's make sure. I think there was a flower in here. Oh, yes. Oh, well, this can count as a flower too. Okay, so the two flowers that I got, Tithonia. I really wanted this. I think there's one that grows a lot taller than this one, but I could not find it. Let's see, this one, does it say how tall it grows? Not here, but in the catalog it does say. If you guys have been, any of you that have been with me for a little bit, you've seen that huge Mexican sunflower that we had just outside the garden. It got to 10 feet tall. I'm going to try to move that over. I don't know how well it will do, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to move it over. But there's a spot that I want to put this, a Tithonia. And hopefully that will grow beautifully. And it's going to be like the entrance of the garden. And then the other one is Bells of Ireland. And I saw this and it brought back memories because I used this in my wedding bouquet. And I recognized it and I started, just reading a little bit about it and decided I wanted to have it in my garden as well. Okay, in addition to those two, we have German chamomile. That's definitely something that I want in the garden. This came in super, super late and very, very little last year. And I'm sure it had to do with the super, super heat. So we started to get some towards the fall. I have quite a bit in here. And it was in the green stock. And I think I might put that in the green stock again. So we're going to get some German chamomile growing. The chickens like it. I like to put it in their coop. And I don't know if I talked about this before. Oh, I do have a few. I thought I didn't have any. I tried straw flower last year and that didn't work. Well, none of my flowers worked. Let's just start with that. None of the flowers worked. I think that everywhere that I sprinkled seeds upon seeds upon seeds that didn't grow, I think they're gonna all come up this year, maybe, and my sister-in-law is gonna have all these flowers out there where my garden was. So I'm gonna try the straw flower again, and these grow 2 to 3 feet, so this is nice, and you can stick them in with your bouquet. I am going to stick them in my bouquet when I bring flowers inside. And if you don't know straw flower, they grow dry, which is pretty cool, and they last a long time. Okay, so I have 5 boxes of flowers. I don't think they're not all that full. So here's zinnia. So let's go through these boxes. The first one is zinnia, and this is just some kind of medium, and then a lot of zinnia mixed in with it. And so you just basically sprinkle this. I think I've grown 2 zinnia in my life, maybe 3. In the past 4 years of trying to grow zinnia, I'm just not successful with it. And I think every attempt that I've made has been in a container. So I don't know. Are we going to throw zinnia in the ground this year? I'm not sure. But zinnia is definitely something that we're going to keep trying to grow. Okay, hollyhock. I have a very hardy hollyhock over at the other homestead. And that plant, I bought it as a start. And rabbits ate it. And ate it down to like this much. And it came back, and then rabbits ate it again, and then it came back like 3 times, and it kept coming back. And then I dug it up and moved it because we expanded the garden area, and so the fence was, you know, it was right up against the fence. So we moved it, and you know what? It just never, it never died. And then the last thing we did was dig up this. I have a video of that. Maybe I'll stick it in here. Yeah, so we moved that hollyhock and it still kept going. I'm going to try to move it over here. I don't know if it can survive another move, but I'm going to try. And then there's these. These are 5 to 8 foot tall hollyhock. They're a little bit different from the one that I have over at the homestead. And these, I think it has the same color flowers now that I think of it. Yellow, pink, and red and white. Maybe not all of those colors. Okay, and the chickens love it, by the way, hollyhock. Okay, so hollyhock, and then teddy bear sunflower. Something else that didn't work for me, but 24 inches, 24 to 36 inches, so not very tall. I think I tried putting some of them in the opening at the top of some cinder blocks. That didn't work. And then I had some in the garden with tomatoes. We'll keep trying. Lavender is something that I try all the time, that I have been unsuccessful with, seed-wise and start-wise. And lavender grows here. Lavender is something that grows in New Mexico. So we'll have to see if we can get lavender growing this year. Marigold, I probably will not do this marigold. I have a bag full of marigold seeds that I got from a friend, and I sprinkled a lot of them out 2 years ago and nothing happened. And then this year some marigold came up where I didn't put any, so I think maybe hers came up. I don't know. This is not the type of marigold that I want, I don't think. 2 to 3 feet tall, so we'll pass on that one. Gypsophilia, this is like a ground cover if I am 18 inches in height. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this. Let's move on from that. Sweet pea. I really want sweet pea. I tried last year to grow sweet pea and nope. Nope, but I think I have a few left. I'm going to try. There's probably 12 or 15 in here. We'll try that. California poppy. Try this. 2 years ago, I put them in a paper towel to pre-sprout them, and then when everything sprouted, I just tore the paper towel and put it on the, was it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago. I put it in the soil, it covered it up, nothing, it didn't grow, nothing happened. And I didn't try again last year, but we might try this, maybe. Borage is something that I have wanted so badly. It is so good for the garden. It's a great chop and drop plant. It fertilizes your soil. Someone had some borage they were giving away in the city, and it was free, and I saw it on Facebook. I contacted her. She said just come get it. She had it in her front yard. She dug them up from her backyard. I put them in my garden 2 years ago. They died. There's several seeds in here. Last year I tried growing them from seed. Nothing. We're going to try borage. Plus I think the pollinators like it. This was a free packet. It's Phlox Lavender Beauty. We're not going to do that this year. Here's some more zinnia, and I think, let's see, are they the same type? Yes. They're the same type of zinnia, so we already talked about that. I'll probably use the other because that package is opened. And then here's some more zinnia, same type. You know, I saw a YouTuber yesterday talking about all the spring things that are at Dollar Tree right now. And I learned last year that you don't wait till spring to go to Dollar Tree for spring things. You want to go before spring. So I might take a little trip out there just to see what they have and what I would like to get. Seed-wise, I mean, I'm talking about gardening things. This is something I was excited about growing. What's it called? A Funny Valentine blend. It's cypress vine, and I stuck some bamboo in the ground and planted these seeds around it. We had lots of hummingbirds over where we were, so I was excited to do this for the hummingbirds. Nothing came up. I should keep these seeds out because these are the ones that I am going to plant, so I can separate them and I can count them in the end and keep these that I'm not going to plant separate. Okay, African daisy. I think we'll pass on that this year. It's funny, I'm showing you everything, even the things I'm not going to plant. Oh, I think this is delphinium. Let's see. I grew delphinium 4 years ago. I saw them, I grew them in pots, and I had them around a little porch patio that I made in my garden in Oklahoma. It reminds me of my grandmother. She always had delphiniums growing in the garden. I am going to try this year to do delphinium. Nasturtium. I have tried and tried and tried. I did get nasturtium to come up 1 year, 4 years ago maybe, but they didn't last at all. I buy them at the farmer's market all the time. They have a little peppery taste, and I like putting it in my salad, and they're just beautiful. And I want nasturtium. I want my own nasturtium, not ones that I have to get from the farmer's market. Although I don't mind supporting the farmer's market, but you know what I mean. I notice that every time I lean forward, I'm chopping my head off. Okay. This is sunflower, mammoth sunflower. I got two. I got two last year. Let's see. 2 years ago, I probably got two as well. I'm going to try them again this year. Mammoth. Let's see. How tall do they get? 7 to 12 feet. 7 to 12 feet. That's about how tall they got. You know what loves these? And I would see them at night even. Let's see. What is it called? A moth hummingbird or hummingbird moth? I don't know which way it is, how you say it. But it's this big moth, and it acts like a hummingbird. It flies like a hummingbird, and it has the same little tongue that the hummingbird has. They love sunflowers. This is another sunflower, Solar Eclipse. I think we'll pass on that one. These are some free seeds that I got from an event here. This one says June 2018, El Cerro Mission, collected by, has the person's name, is a Cosmos Pink. The reason I got them is because they were free, number one, and number two, they are local. It's local seed, so I think that they should grow. I didn't try it last year. I got them last year, but I didn't try them. Let's see, this one was also, oh, this person planted them on the 18th of, on June 18th, or in June of 2018, and collected them November of 2018. Ophelia is the person that collected them. She doesn't say what they are. I might try them outside the garden, just somewhere around, and see what happens, because I would hate to put something, I don't know how tall it is, I don't know if it's invasive, I have no idea what it is. And then this one is Lobelia. Oh no, Alyssum, Sweet Alyssum. And this was, I don't know, it was, oh, it says Johnny's Seeds, but it was a free packet of seeds also from that event. I'm going to put these aside. I will be planting them, but I won't be planting them in the garden. Maybe the Cosmos, because I know what Cosmos is. This Cosmos, pink. And then more zinnia, and then this cottage garden. I don't know how many of these I spread out and had no success. Anything in here? exactly one seed. So I'm going to say there's nothing in here. And then these are the zinnia. Okay, 1, 2, we've gone through 4 boxes already. These are sunflowers that I collected, and this is from the Mammoth, I believe. This is from that Mammoth, so I won't open it. These are ones that I collected from the Mammoth sunflower. And last box. Marigold Signet, lemon and tangerine gems. How cute is that? And is this tall? It doesn't say how tall it is. But for some reason I thought it was tall, and I just was imagining it up against the fence in the back patio. Sweet pea, some more sweet pea. This is a high scent sweet pea. This I want for the front patio. Blooms spring and summer. It has 6 to 8 foot vines. Oh, and it has the most intense fragrance of any sweet pea. So that's exciting. Feverfew, never grew it. Just saw it in someone's garden and decided I wanted it. I'm trying to see. Nope. I guess that information. Oh no, here it is. 12 to 24 inches tall. 12 to 24 inches tall, you guys. This can also go on a wall. Feverfew. Are you guys familiar with feverfew? I'm not. It says it's aromatic and bushy and long blooming and easy to grow and lovely as cut flowers. Dahlia. I am going to try. I mean, I have heard good and bad about dahlia. Some people say they're hard. Some people say they're not. I'm just going to try. 3 to 4 feet tall. By the way, all of these are going in my winter sowing setup. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 gallon jugs out there right now with soil ready to go. And I have 1 jar over here or bottle over here from a gathering that I went to. And all my flowers are going in those. I already have some herbs, the herbs that we talked about last time. I have them outside in their little winter sown greenhouses, and hopefully they will come up. So I'm going to do the same with these flowers. This is Black-Eyed Susan vine. I had to have this when I saw it. I love Black-Eyed Susan daisies, but this is a little bit different. Vigorous vine, orange and yellow and white flowers. Great ground cover, screen or hanging basket. Okay, 5 to 8 feet. We're gonna do Black-Eyed Susan vine. Echinacea. Never could grow echinacea. Never, ever. We're gonna try this year a little patch of echinacea. And here is a wildflower blend hummingbird, it says. So we're going to try a patch of this as well, because I would love to have hummingbirds here. I really enjoyed them, even though they would buzz me in the garden. They liked everything in my garden. One of the things that they really liked, this feels like it's like the zinnia. It's in some kind of medium filled with the seeds, and you just broadcast them. Hummingbirds love the tiny, tiny little flowers from the cucamelon. If you don't know what cucamelon is, do I have it here? I don't. It's like it looks like a miniature watermelon, and it's really nice. It's really refreshing. We liked having it in the garden and just picking it and eating it while we were working out there. But it has the tiniest little flowers, and of all the flowers that the hummingbirds could go after, they would go after those little teeny flowers. So yeah, I want to have hummingbirds again. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. This is just 10. Just 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Am I going to do 22 different flowers? I don't know. I'm going to plant all 22. And what are the chances that every single one is going to come up? Every single type of flower is going to come up. I don't know. Yeah, let's do 22. We're going to do all 22. If I can get a couple of each and just put them in different little areas, I will be happy. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. For those of you who are new, my name is Elena, and I am so glad you stopped in at Safe at Homestead. We will see you in the next video where hopefully I will get to go outside because it's not super windy and show you how I am doing my winter sowing, and also share with you the veggies that I'm going to be planting. We did the herbs. This was the flowers episode, and next one will be the vegetables. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.